I cannot believe this. When I first saw this, I was just like, "You got to be kidding." Maybe it's a spam thing. I don't know. I'm not spam thing, but like some kind of joke. But it's not. And I'm gonna read this article. And I read some of it already, but this just goes to show how much the white mainstream media does not care about narratives and how much they are twisted in what they think about us and how they look at our history versus theirs. They want to always make theirs accurate and not make ours anything. They don't care about our history. When you hear them say it's so long ago nobody will remember, really? That's what you think, and I hope any Hollywood person out there is listening. Anyway, I'm going to read this article. Hollywood executives wanted Julia Roberts to play Harriet Tubman in a biopic. A CNN Hollywood studio executive once suggested Julia Roberts play iconic Afro-American activist Harriet Tubman in a biopic. In a recent Q&A, screenwriter Gregory Allen Howard opened up about the 26-year journey to getting the Harriet biopic on to the big screen. At the same time the effort started, he said Hollywood was not the same. Now I'm going to say something. I know that they're trying to basically saying, see what we got? We finally gave it to you guys, a Harriet biopic, and look where we came from. But the thing is, that's still a deception because not only was this Harriet biopic a false narrative within itself, they picked an actress that had nothing to do with foundational black American roots. So I get what this article is trying to say and trying to still deceive. They still have the same attitude that they had even when they casted or tried to suggest Julia Roberts to play it. Because, I mean, the fact that you put a false narrative out just goes to show that you still don't care and you still think the same way. Anyway, I'm going to go on with this article. I wanted to turn Harriet Tubman's life, which I studied in college, into an action-adventure movie. The climate in Hollywood, however, was very different back then. Howard said, I was told how one studio head said in a meeting, this script is fantastic. Let's get Julia Roberts to play Harriet Tubman. Howard said when someone suggested Julia Roberts, suggested Roberts could not play the role, the executive responded, it was so long ago. No one is going to know the difference. You see what I mean? And to be honest, even with this movie now, they thought that we wouldn't know the difference. They thought that none of us read the story, but a lot of us still know about our ancestors that fought and died for us. And we didn't let them slide even with this movie. People think that Afro-Americans, foundational black Americans, I should say, are stupid. No, you got the wrong ones. British actress Cynthia Erivo got the role of the legendary abolitionist and freedom fighter Harriet, which is in theaters now. This is their way of trying to still advertise this false movie, by the way. I get what this article is trying to do. It's basically doing the same thing that, this Hollywood clown did with Julia Roberts. Even though it's trying to basically say, see, this is what could have happened. I get this whole thing. We're not stupid. The casting of a British actress in a role of an Afro-American slave who led others to freedom was also criticized, as it should be, because of just the person that they chose. And it's that for me, it's not just the fact that she's not a foundational black American. It's more so what she said about foundational black Americans. Cynthia Erivo, her toxic words about us were not cool. Anyway, The cast also included Janelle Monáe, Leslie Odom Jr., Jennifer Nettles, Joe Alwyn, and Clark Peters. The screenwriter says that he always thought Tubman's story was extraordinary. Tubman was bigger than life. Harriet freeing slaves had a multiple effect. Harriet showed them how powerful they could become. They became how powerful they could become. Sorry, guys. Howard said, Tubman escaped from slavery and helped hundreds of slaves find freedom during the U.S. Civil War era through the Underground Railroad, changing the course of American history. The thing is, you guys, they don't care about that. They always they want to have it their way when it comes to telling our stories. They don't want to do it the way that we would do it because they want their false narrative, to reign. And everybody knows what's false in that movie. I didn't see the movie, and I'm not going to see the movie or support it because of that. But this is crazy. The fact that they wanted to suggest Julia Roberts, of all people, a white woman, to play Harriet Tubman, please. No, they think that we're this stupid, right? Just goes to show you, how this industry works. As even Neely Fuller says, man, the whole white supremacy crap, I call it, is in all areas of activity, including entertainment. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think.